Whispers confirmed, Kim Woo-bin and Shin Min-seo's intimate Jeju wedding exposed. Could the rumors really be true? After years of quiet romance, half Korea's golden couple finally set the date. On the breathtaking island of Jeju no less. The whispers have turned into headlines, and the secret is out. Join Red Carpet Revealed as we uncover the full story behind the most talked about wedding of the year. Could the whispers finally be true? For years, murmurs of an impending wedding between two of Korea's most beloved stars, Kim Woo-bin and Shin Min-seo, have echoed throughout entertainment circles and online fandoms. Now, after nearly a decade of quiet devotion, subtle gestures, and unwavering loyalty, it's official, the couple has tied the knot in a breathtaking, private ceremony on Jeju Island. The love story between Kim Woo-bin and Shin Min-seo isn't one built on spectacle. It didn't begin on the red carpet or in the spotlight. Instead, it unfolded softly, beginning in 2015, after the two starred together in a commercial campaign. The chemistry was immediate, but their relationship remained behind the scenes, quietly blooming without the performative fanfare that often accompanies celebrity romances. Fans were first tipped off by anonymous sources and a few low-resolution paparazzi photos. They were spotted leaving cafes in matching baseball caps, boarding planes on the same day, photographed in nearly identical vacation settings on Instagram. But neither star confirmed details beyond a few words of acknowledgement in rare interviews. "We're doing well," Min-seo once said, gently, and that was all. And somehow, that was enough. In 2017, tragedy struck when Kim Woo-bin was diagnosed with nasopharyngeal cancer. The news stunned the public. At the height of his career, adored for roles in dramas like The Heirs and Uncontrollably Fond, Woo-bin disappeared from the screen to undergo treatment. In those trying times, Min-seo stepped back as well, not entirely from acting, but from the spotlight. She supported him through chemotherapy and radiation, accompanying him to hospital visits, reportedly altering her schedule to remain close by. Neither of them shared their story in interviews. They didn't need to. Actions spoke louder. Their silence only deepened the respect they earned. In a world increasingly drawn to oversharing, Kim Woo-bin and Shin Min-seo built their relationship on trust and discretion. Years passed. He recovered. Slowly, he returned to the screen. She began accepting roles again. Their relationship never became a marketing point. They kept their lives, and their love, to themselves. And, in early 2025, something changed. There were reports of the two traveling frequently to Jeju Island, not together, but in close proximity. Observers noted meetings with resort managers and private villa coordinators. One fan account noted a shipment of white floral arrangements arriving at a secluded coastal estate. Others swore they saw Lee Jong-suk, a close friend of Kim Woo-bin, arriving at Jeju Airport on a chartered flight. Rumors escalated. Then came the leak. A well-placed insider confirmed that a wedding ceremony was imminent. The location? A private villa on the southern cliffs of Jeju, overlooking the ocean. What followed was not the chaotic media circus often seen around celebrity weddings. There was no press conference, no fashion reveal, no paparazzi storming the gates. The ceremony itself was so intimately orchestrated that even guests had to surrender their phones upon entry. Those present described it as one of the most moving events they had ever witnessed, not because of opulence, but because of purity. The wedding took place at dusk, sun casting a soft golden light over the sea. Guests were seated in a natural amphitheater carved into the landscape, surrounded by white orchids, Jeju wildflowers, and soft linen drapes fluttering in the wind. There was no dramatic march down an aisle. Instead, Kim Woo-bin and Shin Min-seo walked toward each other from opposite ends of the garden, meeting beneath a wooden arch wrapped in jasmine and cedar branches. She wore an ivory gown made of silk and lace, custom design with subtle hanbok-inspired embroidery. Her hair was loosely braided, adorned with wild Jeju lavender. Woo-bin, tall and steady, wore a pale cream suit with no tie, simple, classic, and quietly elegant. A small personal detail was stitched inside his lapel, a date, and a single word, endure. Their vows, handwritten and spoken in hushed tones, were heard only by those closest to them. One guest later remarked that even without catching every word, everyone understood the emotion. There were tears, there was laughter, there was a pause after the vows, not due to hesitation, but because neither wanted to let go of the moment. After the ceremony, a modest reception was held in an open courtyard lit by lanterns. Guests dined on locally sourced seafood, Jeju black pork, hand-pulled noodles, and champagne flown in from France. Music played softly, a live quartet arranged by Shin Minutsa's longtime friend, a composer who refused payment for the performance. The guest list was as carefully curated as every other part of the day. Notably absent were A-listers who make headlines but hold little real presence in the couple's lives. Instead, the room was filled with those who had stood beside them through the storm: agency staff, close friends, directors they'd worked with for years, and family members who had seen both pain and triumph. Among those quietly in attendance were Lee Jong-suk, Gong Hyo-jin, Ri Junil, and Hyeri. The stars didn't come as celebrities, but as friends. Each was asked to write a note to the couple, sealed in envelopes to be read on their first anniversary. Tradition minutes are reportedly insisted on as a reminder that love isn't one perfect day, but a lifelong unfolding. When news of the wedding broke, the public responded not with outrage over secrecy. An overwhelming tide of affection. Fans took to social media in droves, flooding timelines with congratulations, compilations of their best on-screen moments, and heartfelt notes. Some shared personal stories about how Kim Woo-bin's health battle inspired them. Others celebrated Minutsa's quiet strength. Hashtags like #WomenWedding, #JejuVows, and #OurForeverCouple trended globally. What made this event special wasn't just who they were, but how they lived their love. They never commercialized it, never used it for press. And so, when they chose to finally celebrate it, even in private, the world responded with reverence, not resentment. The entertainment industry, too, took notice. Many producers and agency executives quietly praised the couple's ability to protect something so fragile for so long. Young actors reportedly began requesting more privacy clauses in their contracts. A cultural shift, however slight. To begin, away from performative romance and back toward something deeper. The couple is now enjoying a quiet honeymoon on Jeju itself, having chosen to extend their stay rather than jet off to a foreign resort. Locals report seeing them cycling along coastal roads, browsing art galleries, and sharing shaved ice at a roadside cafe. No entourage, no stylists. Just two people, enjoying their first days of married life. Professionally, both stars plan to step back for a few months. Shin Minutsa has paused script reviews and is said to be spending time on personal creative projects. Kim Woo-bin is reportedly working on a photo essay book chronicling his journey through illness and recovery. Not as a memoir, as a quiet tribute to resilience. There is also talk of the two establishing a joint charitable foundation, focused on cancer treatment access and mental health, a cause close to their hearts. Their wedding is over. Its impact remains. It served as a quiet reminder that in a world full of noise, the most powerful moments are often the softest. It wasn't about fireworks or headlines, but about the kind of love that shows up when no one's watching. The kind that waits, supports, heals, and endures. In time, fans may forget the precise details, the flowers, the menu, the guest list, but they will remember the feeling. They'll remember how this love story made them believe in patience, in grace, and in beginnings that come along after the credits should have rolled. So here's to Kim Woo-bin and Shin Minutsa, not for being perfect, or famous, or iconic. For being true to themselves, to each other, and now, to the future. May their whispers of love continue to echo long after the ceremony